Hey guys, I'm here again with Teddy, the 8-month-old Bernedoodle, and now that I've introduced him to leash communication on prong collar, I'm going to start using this great communication tool and adding new things. So our next step is to teach Teddy about thresholds. So we want our dogs to be handler focused and tuned in and give us a courteous moment at all valuable thresholds, meaning that the dog is waiting for an invitation from the handler to be invited through rather than impulsively darting out, getting overexcited, going into a mentally aroused state of mind simply because they hear a door open. So our valuable thresholds are the door to the house, the car door, the crate door. I also use the gate to the yard. These are the areas where dogs tend to get overexcited and barge through if we don't correct it. So if you're allowing your dog to get excited when you get the leash, to pull you out through the door every single day, you're teaching the dog, you're training the dog to be mentally aroused, overstimulated, and overexcited at the threshold. If we flip that around and correct those behaviors and mindsets, we start teaching the dog how to be calm and tuned into the handler, and we can better set ourselves up for a much calmer, relaxed, more peaceful walk. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do with Teddy. I'm probably going to start with a little bit of correcting him pulling me up the stairs, and then we'll get to the threshold. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to approach the bottom of the stairs, and if Teddy tries to go up without me when I pause, I'm going to add a little tug, and then I'm going to turn and go the other way. So let's do it again. What I'm looking for is when I stop, the dog stops. I just want him to be courteous, pause, wait on me to invite him instead of trying to drag me up or down the stairs. And we're going to use that very same concept and do that with the threshold. Let's go. So at the threshold, the doorway, I'm going to open the door. He tries to go in immediately, so I add a little tug on the leash. Close the door, we try again. So he's very triggered by the opening of the door to leap into action, to pull me through, and I want to change that. Dogs should not be triggered by doors or the sound of doorknobs. That shouldn't be an excitement trigger. It should be completely irrelevant. The only time the dog should be acting is when they hear the handler saying, "Let's go," and inviting them through. Nope. So even that was a little bit too much, so I gave that little tug on the leash, close the door, and we're going to try a third time. So this time, Teddy doesn't make a move for the door, he doesn't get excited, and he even glanced up at me to see what I wanted. So this is when I'm now going to invite the dog through the threshold. Teddy, let's go. And we're going to do the very same thing on the way out. So I open the door, I pause, wait for that courteous moment. When I get it, then I invite the dog through. Let's go. I'm going to pause again at the top of the stairs because I don't want a dog racing me up or down the stairs or trying to drag me down the stairs. He's giving me a lovely courteous moment here. Good boy. So I'm going to invite him with me. Let's go. Good. Sit. So it literally only takes 5 or 10 seconds to do this, guys, and it will make all the difference in the quality of your walk, whether it is frustrating, overexcited, reactive, or much more tuned in. It's like starting from a level 0 of calmness so that it's much easier to correct any other mental arousal that may happen after that. But if you're leaving the house at a 7 or 8 out of 10 of overexcitement with a dog that's dragging you out through the door, your dog can now launch from that mental state of 7 or 8 excitement, mental arousal into his reactivity, which is why your activity is so much more explosive when we neglect our thresholds.